2022, I went to Donbass region for the first time with the group of medical volunteers to help people who were living in Mariupol without any aid of medicals, because a lot of hospitals there were ruined like their houses. It was the first time in my life when I went to some military place, because I'm not a military journalist, neither I'm a documentarist, but I made a film for 33 minutes about the work of these volunteers. I went with them, I made a lot of videos on my mobile phone. I went with them on the ambulance automobile from Moscow to Mariupol, and then we went to Melitopol. We went with them to the city where there was no electricity, no water, no light, and we lived in a place where all the windows were broken because of the bombs. It was near one church. And I made this report to encourage people and to make some other people go to medical volunteers to help people. It was my first work. During that work, I met a lot of extremely lovely people. They were so strong, so they even did not lose their feeling for life after having very big troubles, the tragedies, and I felt that I should help them like a journalist, to encourage people to go, for example, as a volunteer worker, to help them rebuild their houses. And I made some more trips with these volunteers. And my last trip was on December of 2022. I made a film about people who went to live in Donbass from different countries, to live through everything in big cities, for example, Moscow, Izhevsk and other cities of Russia, or Kazan, and to live with people of Donbass to help them to Donetsk and Mariupol. And the main story was about the love of two young people. The guy was living in Kiev in 2022, and the special military operation started, and he was playing a game in internet and met there a girl from Moscow, and he fell in love with a girl who he never saw, and he through everything, and he crossed the border with Ukraine. There was some very dangerous path in Zaporozhye, and he went to Moscow, proposed her, and she became his wife. And they moved to Mariupol to live there because his parents were living there. And then he also became a priest of Russian church, and he went to Donetsk. It is near the war border. It's where it's very dangerous, a lot of bombs. And he became to be a priest in a church in the most dangerous region of Donetsk. And about these people, I wanted to tell the story because it can encourage all the people, because love is more stronger than the war. Yes, I also had a film about women who went to be soldiers, the operators of drones. Because they are not young girls. They went there not to let young guys of 20 years old to go there because they did not want them to be killed. So these women went there. I also gave in this forum I gave this work to one very top journalist of Russia. I would like him to say something, and he told that it is a very strong work. He liked it, but for me it was. I had some panic attacks, and I think it is very difficult to be a military correspondent, and I think it's not my path. I was also where the bombs were. We also had very dangerous situation. We had very dangerous situations. I wasn't afraid on the moment of when it was happened, but after that, it was very difficult because I have two kids, and also I should think about them. So just now I don't go there. First time I was in the zone controlled by Donetsk Republic. It was another country. Even the mobile phone that was working in Russia, there was not working. It was another country with two borders. You cross the border with Russia, and then you cross the border with Donetsk Republic. It was in 2022, before the referendum was. So it was extremely another country. The Russian laws were not working there, and everybody told us that we Russians are not here as the citizens, so we should be careful. And then I crossed the border with the Zaporozhye region. It was also in 2022, and it was also some more country where the mobile phones that were working in Russia and in Donetsk Republic were not working. It was still Ukraine, but controlled by Russia, this small this territory. And also there was no rubles, it was hryvnia, so you should change the money, and we changed them. And for me it was also for the opportunity to understand what was happening there, because I also did not know what people say and so on. The first time I did not have a microphone, and it was my mistake. I even did not know that there are good microphones for the mobile phone, but now I take it everywhere, the small microphone for the mobile phone. But I had a cameraman who also had a small camera. Once I went there without a cameraman, and I had a light, I had a small camera, I had a mobile phone, and so on. But most of the material was by my mobile phone, because if you meet some person who wants to tell his story, you don't have the time to make the light and so on.